The new season of Devious Maids is almost here.
This story is about the maids. It's about Latina empowerment. Back me up here, Eva.
Do all the maids have to be Latina? Seems kind of racist.
But if you've missed any of the first 3 seasons, or you just need a refresher, let's catch you up. As we said, the story's about maids, 5 maids to be exact. Okay, make that 4 maids. Rosie, Zoila, Carmen, and Marisol. It all began with the murder of a maid named Flora at the house of Adrian and Evelyn Powell in Beverly Hills, who unfortunately need a new maid.
Who's gonna clean all this up?
Enter Marisol.
I'm fairly sure you're not a maid, and I can't wait to find out what you're really doing here.
I only took this job to become friends with all of you, so I could learn everything you knew about Flora Hernandez. My real name is Marisol Suarez.
That boy that killed Flora? His name was Suarez.
Yes, Eddie is my son. He didn't kill anyone.
Meanwhile, Rosie made herself at home with Spence and Perry Westmore.
All I see when I look at you is a wonderful man. I want you to leave your wife.
Carmen was trying to work her way to the top.
Only reason I took this job was so I could become friends with Alejandro and play him my music.
We need to get him married.
I know just the girl. It's everything you've ever wanted.
If I pretend to be your wife.
And Zoila was trying to stop her boss, Genevieve, from marrying another husband.
I asked her to marry me.
Did Philippe frame my son for murder?
I won't discuss that.
Marisol ended up cracking the case.
You took the life of a maid.
You killed my maid, you son of a bitch.
And the murderer fell to his death. In season 2, Marisol penned a bestseller.
It's about what I went through to get my son out of jail.
The Powells had some unwelcome house guests.
This is Beverly Hills. You're not gonna get away with this. No!
Carmen's pop star fiance got popped.
Somebody call 911, please!
Zoila cheated on her new boyfriend with her old husband, Pablo.
Morning.
Oh, crap. Oops.
I'm pregnant.
Harry found out about Spence and Rosie's affair and tried to have her deported.
My maid is in this country illegally.
So Spence ditched Perry for Rosie.
I let you get away from me once, and I don't want that to happen again.
And they lived happily ever...
What's going on?
You've been in a coma. You've been out for 4 months.
In season 3, Rosie's first husband, Ernesto, came back from the dead.
They told me you were killed. I had to build a new life.
But I'm back now.
You've always been in my thoughts.
I want you to stay in America. We will all be one big happy family.
While random body parts started showing up everywhere.
It's been ages since we've had a murder at our house.
Adrian and Evelyn tried adding a spark to their relationship.
She's a dominatrix. She stepped on my hand. It was a revelation.
You disgust me.
How's your marriage? Things have been a little...
Limp.
And Carmen wouldn't let her dream die.
I don't hate kids. I just don't have room for them in my life. I want to be a famous singer.
Ooh, I've been listening to your music. You're very talented.
Your husband?
Handsome, isn't he?
I broke all my rules for you. Don't sleep with a married man. Don't depend on a man. Don't date a man with an accent sexier than yours.
Marisol's new maid turned into her new man.
I don't want to think of you as my maid. And I don't want you to think of me as your boss. I want to see where this goes. So you're fired.
Which didn't last.
I'm gonna go home to Seattle.
Then Ernesto, Rosie's first husband, took care of business.
You want me to take care of him?
You leave Spence alone. I'll handle it.
But Spence took it in the chin.
You're Rosie. You're the best maid my wife and I ever had.
Your wife? Why can't Spence remember me?
This kind of memory loss can happen with severe head trauma.
Hello, Rosie. How sweet of you to stop by.
Evelyn finally came to her senses.
I've spent my entire adult life with you. What a terrible waste.
What is this?
That is my petition for divorce.
And Zoila went into labor.
There's been a complication. You need to tell me who to prioritize, Zoila or her baby.
Carmen's married man went from adulterer to murderer.
I just need money to get out of town. You can't get money from me if I'm dead. I'm sure you wouldn't want Mrs. Powell to suffer. Turning on the gas. Once I'm safely outside, I will burn this house to the ground.
Which brings us right to where we left off last season on Devious Maids.
Where is Adrian? Adrian!
And now, it's time to look at the new season.
My maid's been murdered!
Ow!
Cut!
You are the meanest person I have ever met. And I worked on Desperate Housewives.
I think you're sexy as hell and a little bit crazy.
He's cute and rich. He lives with his mother, Dumper.
Something weird's going on at that house.
You're gonna pay for what you did!
Oh my God.